Hello, good people of YouTube. Wolf Tiger here. It's Friday, November 21st, and it's also time for another fine episode of The Things That Make You Go, the series that takes an editorial, and sometimes sarcastic, look at the realm of video games and technology. According to a report on GameSpot.com, Valve is changing their early access rules to help prevent scams and blunders by toughening the system. This comes after a recent story that revealed that a small percentage of early access titles ever reach their customers for full release. Let me get you more details on this story. From the news story we see, the new guidelines come months after Valve decided to remove a game, Earth Year 2066, from its early access program after suggesting that it was being marketed with disingenuous promises about its quality. The corporation then offered refunds to those who bought it. Early access allows gamers to purchase games before their completion and in some cases help developers with feedback along the way. However, Valve is now telling game creators that they need to be clearer in their sales pitch, making it clear that early access games are not the finished article. The corporation says, "We work really hard to make sure that customers understand what they're buying when they get an early access title on Steam. But we've seen many of these titles are sold as keys on other websites when there is no explanation of what early access is or what the current state of your product is now versus what you hope to achieve." Developers are also being asked to refrain from specific promises about future events, meaning that their assurances about the unfinished features or merely prospective ones should not be at the heart of a game's marketing. Okay, so in short, Valve is introducing new guidelines for companies that want to bring their titles to Steam Early Access. But what we don't know here is more important, and that is, how is that enforcement going to happen? Will we see games straight out refused, taken down? We don't know. All we do know is that Valve knows there's a problem and finally admitted it, and they took the first step to doing something about it. After all, most of us are well aware of the downward spiral that the quality of titles on Steam has taken these days, and that's only exponentially increased when you look at early access. Some titles are even lucky to be called games at all. I remember in the old days when it used to be a badge of honor to get your games on Steam. These days, anybody and everybody has a title on Steam, no matter how good or how bad it is. So, it's good to see Valve taking a step in the right direction, saying, hey, we can't just let anybody and everybody on here. If you're going to put a game on early access, make sure you're actually going to finish it and you have a good idea what it's going to do, not just a bunch of broad ideas. So, where Valve takes this from here is still up in the air, but at least they have Steam headed in the right direction. I'll give them that. Here's hoping that they actually do follow through and actually have a good monitoring system going. Otherwise, we'll just be seeing the same mess later on. As always, we'll keep our eyes open and see what happens next. That's all for now. Peace out.